It's Week 13 of the National Football League. And we'll get a look at J.J. McCarthy. He's a top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Vikings and the Cardinals, and it's all up next.
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. Oh, no. Today, before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have two of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, with the ground games running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like we talked about. But these guys...
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And off we go from Minneapolis. Kadarius Toney now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, the 10th pick of the draft, coming off that national championship in Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
Just knowing this quarterback in his mindset, there is no question he would give up 400 and some yards he threw for last week for a W. Really, stats don't matter. No matter how productive you are playing that position, and boy, was he last week. It really comes down to finding a way to win. As they like to say, winners win in the end, and he and his crew got to get it done today.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed left side to Thomas. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. Gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. So here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out in his 13th season out of Michigan State is Kirk Cousins.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there, brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now it's Cousins. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. It's picked out by the Vikings going the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Here's Cousins. Throw is there. Trey McBride. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll toss it here to Benson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Benson on 1st and 10. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
That's complete to Wilson. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
And the Cardinal first down.
Option play they give to Benson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Complete beyond the marker. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Working from the gun, it's Cousins. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, I'll tell you what, what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Cardinals have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Trey McBride, the touchdown! So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Ty Chandler to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's incomplete, couldn't connect. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long.
9 yards to go.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. Greg Dortch back to return for the Cardinals. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it'll be Cardinals football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And off to Benson to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Pressure coming. It's Cousins. He's got him. That's McBride. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
The give now to Benson. Into the 2nd level past the 30. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. We got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Back to throw, Cousins. Benson's got it. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Intercepted in the end zone. Byron Murphy picks it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crown. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Jordan Addison the touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. One touchdown and one interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
Second down now, 7 to go. Staying on the ground with Benson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Here's Cousins now. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Cardinals out for the punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Vikings are going to take over from deep in their own side. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And he's up over 80 receptions on the season. An impressive number, and it's good enough to sit him among the league's best as well. On play action now, McCarthy. He lets one fly deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Able to find Jones. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd down, here's Jones. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Waiting on it deep is Dortch. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll try it right with Benson. He's out in the clear. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. It's Benson on the give. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Play action now for Cousins. Pass is caught at the 9. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Benson. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals break the tie here in the 1st. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Now Prater on to send it away. Chandler now on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. They send him left out of the slot. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
McCarthy to throw it. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
McCarthy throwing here. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Jones once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now it's McCarthy. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Cardinals and Trey Benson back out on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's 2nd down coming up. Connor trying the right side. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. They're going play action. He's going deep this time. For Wilson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Vikings now set to take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Ryan Wright on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Cardinals and this running back headed back out for a new series. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. This is reeled in by Wilson.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Looking to throw, Cousins. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he works this to the 38 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now Cousins again. This one quickly to Harrison. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Benson now from the gun. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Wilson on the slant. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They're now set for 1st and 10. A give right side to Connor. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 1st down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. Running it after the penalty. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Cardinals now lead by 10. Trey Benson, the touchdown! They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now Prater on to send it away. Chandler now on the return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The home teams ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Staying on the ground with Jones. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Has the connection to Jones. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. McCarthy looking to throw. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Into traffic, complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22.
They'll try it left with Chandler. Juke the defender. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
The Cardinals' 15-yard line.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Jones. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
This time it's a passing play. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going. Get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Smith able to put it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Dortch now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cardinals and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. 1st and 10, here's Cousins. Got his man, that's Zay Jones. And he reaches the 35 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now a give, it's Benson headed right. He's contained at the line for no gain. Harrison Smith in on the stop. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. Benson once more. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They'll punt it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. McCarthy with a blitz coming. Pass is caught by Addison. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a give to Jones. That's a 1st and even more past the 40. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. This is Jones on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Cardinals with a long field ahead. 2nd and 3 now. From the 21. Able to find Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. That one gains 7. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. McBride hauls it in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, Cousins. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Jones reels it in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Back to throw, Cousins. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing from the gun here. It's reeled in by Benson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for 1st half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught in stride by Addison. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And now they face 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looks like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Out come the Cardinals on offense late in the half. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that...
Big game downfield. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Cardinals lead by 15 now.
Vikings 13.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tony now to return it. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. McCarthy to throw it. Has his man. It's Addison. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
He'll throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Escapes out to the left. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. So we've reached the halftime break, and it's the Cardinals, the Redbirds, leading so far on the road. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jared Goff, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Next, we'll head east. It's on to Cincinnati as we check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Justin Fields has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Jordan Love leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. The former Florida State man, Trey Benson, had it going in the first half. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Dortch now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Wilson's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Cousins. That pass is oh, he loses the football. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Okay, this is one of those circumstances where you got to play all the way through the whistle, right? Didn't look good defensively. Give up a big chunk passing play, but then you turn around and one hit totally changes the moment. You get the ball back and you turn the mojo in this building around.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He's trying another one deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And that brings up 4th and long. They'll send out the punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Jukes one defender. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The give now to Benson. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Harrison Smith in on the stop. They managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 39. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Throwing his Cousins. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Trying to push one through there. And 4th and 4 coming up. On now comes their punter. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Hutchinson reels it in. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 28-yard line.
This is Jones. Still working past the 40. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now McCarthy. He'll get this to Jefferson. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned it.
This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Buda Baker picks it off.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They're out and set. First and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Cousins. He's got Harrison. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. This one quickly to Harrison. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the give, this is Connor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. So 2nd down coming up. Cousins. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Play action now for Cousins. Finds a seam down the middle. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals grow the lead now to 22 points.
Vikings 13.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tony now to return it. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down. Now it's McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's on the move. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger. He's made it look easy.
Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Gets it forward for a gain of 3. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Hits some space around midfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. New set of downs for him from the 46. Benson on 1st and 10. This is ahead for about 5. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins now. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down around the 34. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Blitz coming here, Cousins. That's complete to Wilson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. That one intended for Trey McBride. And that brings up 3rd down. Now Cousins again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Facing 4th down now, the Cardinals turn to Matt Prater for the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they wanted to add 3 more there, but silver lining, they aren't exactly hurting for a big lead at this juncture. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive, 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. Steps up, and he's running with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They give to Jones, right side. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jones once more. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Harrison Smith in on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 29. Gets this one to Harrison. Headed right through the middle of the field. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Benson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
3rd and goal for Connor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
For the 2nd time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. McManus sends it through. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Chandler now on the return. And look at this return.
Ty Chandler.
Now the Minnesota offense trotting out.
Take over 1st
They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. First and 10. Here's Jones. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
McCarthy to throw it. Jones reels it in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give left side to Jones. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. To the line we go. They're set, first and 10.
That's good. For the Vikings. First down.
And now a give up the middle to Jones. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Staying on the ground with Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. So we're through 3 here. The Vikings have it to start the 4th, and given that score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the Cardinals' 5-yard line.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has it down close. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Vikings electing not to kick it. The offense staying out there. They're going for 2. Trying for it on the ground. And this play will not reach the end zone. He's held out, and they will not take another 2 points off that lead. That came right up to the doorstep of success. Nice play, though, to make some contact and stop him a yard shy of the conversion.
Yeah, these defenders, they just want to get to that next play. After you give them a touchdown, even if it's not their fault, right? Snap and clear. And that hyper-focus and extra motivation led them to sniffing out that call and being able to react just in the nick of time.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Dortch now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Drive starts with an option, right side. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Taken in by Harrison. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Marvin Harrison Jr. And the Cardinals first down.
Benson now from the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Spins out of one stop, and he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Second and 3 now. A give right side to Connor. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a James Conner touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Prater adds the PAT. And the Cardinals stretch the lead to 23.
Vikings 22.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tony now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Vikings taking the field on offense. They've got first down from the 31. Now McCarthy. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
From the 37. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the first down.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. They've got first down from the 31. Back to throw, Cousins. Finds his target, Ryman. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Running in the red zone. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down carry for Connor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Cousins. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
McManus sends it through. And that'll make the lead 26 points.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Chandler now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense ready to get going again now. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's trying to go deep again. That's complete inside the 35. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. It's Jones on the toss. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Benson on the counter. Has good room at the 35. And he's all the way up to the 41. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Benson once more. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Handoff headed left to Benson. And he's brought down for a loss. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Cardinals started celebrating this win a while ago. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. To the air, Cousins. He's got Harrison. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Cardinals continue piling it on here in the 4th. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Cardinals grow their lead yet again.
Vikings 22.
Now Prater on to send it away. Chandler now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Another drive coming up for this offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That's Thomas, he's got it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 36-yard line.
From the 36. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Cardinals are gonna have it! And he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Straight ahead, it's Connor. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
The give now to Benson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.